Hi, class. Hope you all are doing well. Because of the recent COVID-19 outbreak, we now have to switch to online teaching and learning. So I thought the best way to do this would be to create some videos that would be like my lectures in the classroom that explain exactly each section of the essay we're doing, which is called the synthesis essay. Now, with those videos, you're also going to find there's PowerPoints connected to those, which would go through each section, right, step by step, how to write each section, what to write, ask you to do certain outlines so you can write that out, brainstorm, and then put that into your essay. So what does that all look like? Well, in Blackboard, if you go back, you'll see that on the left side, there's the online course materials. Here you'll find the synthesis essay prompt, so exactly what the assignment is about. Here you'll find the PowerPoints and videos, and you'll note that there are 5 in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 5 different sections that we can cover. So brainstorm, introduction, analysis, synthesis, and then conclusion, right? Those will be the 5 sections of your essay. With each one of these, you'll see there's a YouTube video, which is the lecture, and then the PowerPoint that's also referenced in the video, right? So that's there for y'all to check out. When you click on one of the YouTube videos, you'll find that you go to this YouTube channel, right? So I created that for y'all just for this instance, and you'll see that this is video 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Feel free to watch those in sequence, or whenever you need to refer to another one, that's okay too. If you have any questions about what I said in the videos or questions about the essay, feel free to leave a comment. I'll be more than happy to respond to those, to speak to y'all virtually like that. And it also helps out the rest of your classmates or other classes that I have, because maybe you have a question they're wondering about too. If you have a request for a video, maybe you need some more clarification, I could of course do that for y'all as well. So this is all here for you to understand my lectures, right? Connected back to that, you'll see there's PowerPoints. You can click on that and you'll see the PowerPoints that are referenced in each video. You can read through those for yourself. Let's move into the actual essay, right? So this is called the research essay, but also the synthesis essay. Let me just fix that. And it states, we need people from different industries to imagine possible solutions to the climate crisis. As such, this final essay asks you or your team to conduct research on an issue related to climate change and your future industry, right? So specifically it says you or your team. You have the option to write this collaboratively. Particularly, you can write in a group of 3, no more than 3. If you'd like to join a team or create a team, please reach out to one of your classmates and see who would like to work with you. The best idea here is to work with someone that is in your industry or your major, because that's where you're going to really be looking at. The last sentence there, you'll analyze 2 different solutions to this scenario and ultimately create a plan of action essay for your industry, right? Okay, so you want to think about your industry, particularly, let's say you are working as a airline pilot. You want to become an airline pilot. All right, so you're in the aeronautics industry. You want to think about how does the aeronautics industry affect climate change? How does it exacerbate it? And from that stance, how can you fix it? So you'll be researching solutions to how your industry is exacerbating climate change, right? So this is what you want to do, and you're going to present your research to your audience, which is your industry. Now, by presenting that information, you don't just want to say what issues are out there, but you want to find certain solutions, right? So you will have to do research for this essay, as noted up here. Now, you will look at the PowerPoints and the videos. That will help you understand how to find this, right? So, tips. Consider how climate change will affect your field or profession. So again, you can think about what your major is, what's your profession you'd like to be in, what's your industry. Think about how's your industry exacerbating climate change? How's it making things worse, right? How can you make that smaller? How can you lessen the impact? How can you take certain climate actions to solve that issue? This is really what you want to do in your essay. Moving from there, the audience for your essay will be people in your industry, right? So make sure that your solutions make sense when it deals with cost and jobs and infrastructure. Do you have the land? Do you have the buildings, education, and ethics, right? Finally, you want to locate 2 credible and current sources that detail possible solutions to the issue. How can you adapt these solutions to Miami and your industry? Those are the questions that are there to get you kick-started. The organization, this is straight from chapter 13 in your book. As I noted before, you have 5 sections. Introduction, you're going to do a summary analysis of text A, summary analysis of text B, the synthesis section, and then a concluding paragraph. So every video goes through each one of these steps, and of course the PowerPoints are there for y'all to do your outlines and write down how to write the sections of each essay. So the requirements. All essays must conform to the academic writing rules and format of the genre to be accepted, so MLA style. Locate and analyze at least two sources that provide solutions to your issue. So when you find the issues in your industry, you need to find 2 solutions to them. Make sure that your sources are no older than 5 years old. Make sure they're from credible websites, preferably edu.org or gov. They're sourced from reliable news outlets or publishers in case you don't use the edu.org or gov sites. They're detailed in research articles that explain a solution, and there's no more than 3 in quantity in your essay. So you only need 2. Each one of those should talk about a solution. Make sure that they're detailed, make sure they're current and credible. Direct quotes from each article will be gathered and inserted into your essay. You need at least 3 direct quotes in your work. So if you find 2 articles, you can gather 2 from one and 1 from another, right? So we're talking about direct quotes particularly, not block quotes or indirect quotes. And when you watch the synthesis and analysis paragraph video, you'll see what I mean by that. Okay, all essays must use citation, provide a works cited page. So the last video that I have for y'all talks about how to do a works cited page. You'll see how to do that. You want to make sure you follow the organization of the synthesis essay in the chart above. Rough drafts will be 2 to 3 pages in length. Final drafts need to be 4 to 5 pages. Depending on the time that we have from the school, we may not have time for a rough draft. You may just have to do the final draft and just turn that in, right? Essays should be free of grammatical errors and spelling, so make sure you double check. Synthesize and adapt the solutions into a creative plan of action. If you're willing to write collaboratively, if you are in a team, right, you will need to rate your group members' performances at the end of the semester. So don't just think that because you're in a group, you don't have to do any of the work. I will ask your group members how well you did, how well you helped out, and what did you add to the essay. Finally, do not worry about this part. Some of y'all might have thought that we were going to do a poster. Well, now that there's virtual learning, we're now at no poster, right? So the rubric, the essay is going to be 30 points, and the use and quality of sources will be 10 points. So please make sure that you do find credible and useful sources because this will be part of your essay, right? And then total is 40 points. So this is a large essay, right? This is a large essay that you need to do well on in order to pass the course. It's going to be a little bit harder because I'm not in the classroom with you, but feel free to email me. Feel free to write comments in the videos. I'll be checking on those. We can, of course, set up video conferencing times and office hours to speak to each other. All that's there at your disposal, but you just need to reach out to me. And so again, if you have any questions, of course, you can write down your questions in the comment section, or of course, you can send me an email about what you're worried about. In any sense, I hope y'all are doing fine. Stay safe, and I hope to see you at graduation or somewhere on campus next semester. So take it easy. Miss you guys. Stay safe.